day, ¿vale? Hoy va a ser el último día for the first activity here, ¿vale? Okay, so we are here, lessons in life. So look at the picture. Can you see my screen, guys?
Yes,
Yes, we can,
teacher.
teacher.
So where are the boys? Where are
They
these
are in the
people?
museum.
They are
They are in the museum.
in the museum. Okay. What kind of museum is this one?
Greek art.
Could be possible. What lesson do you think it is? What lesson do you think it is?
A sculpture of Miguel Angel, maybe.
No, I didn't ask the sculptor. What lesson do you think they've got?
A history.
History? Yeah, do you agree?
History and arts.
History and arts. Okay. Do you remember the last time that you visited the museum, guys?
Yes, I love it.
Yeah. When was the last time that you visited, guys?
In Mexico City,
Huh?
one month ago,
1 month ago,
the Replay Museum.
the Repeal Museum. What about the others? What?
Papalote Museo.
Okay, Papalote Museum.
The museum, ay, ¿cómo será? Es más.
Wax.
What is será?
Wax Museum. Remember,
Ese también
first
está
name
padre.
and then museum. Both. And what about the others?
That museum is near to Replace Museum. De Cera. Wait.
Wax.
What?
Tracy, Celeste, Saúl, Nathalie, Marbella. When was the last time that you visited a museum and where did you go? Hi.
Nacional de Arte.
Art Museum. Ya, pero no me digan nada más Art Museum, si no los voy a regresar a 1.2. Last time I went to the museum, or I was in the museum.
In the house border.
Okay, I was in the.
I was
in it. Así como, remember, the purpose is to practice. I went to, I was in. You can write it if you want. Pueden escribirlo también, eh? As I said, you can participate writing.
I'm trying to remember when was the last time that I went to museum, but I can't. I maybe went 1 year ago to the Museum of Mac in Cuernavaca.
Okay, thank you very much for sharing. The rest, hello, hiya.
Teacher, also in the last year, I went to the Tutankhamun exposition in Mexico City.
Okay, perfect, thank you.
¿Y está padre?
Ya se acabó. It's
it-
finished. Perdón.
Is it amazing? Is it amazing? Vale.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Okay. All right, so we're going to watch the video introduction of the unit.
Welcome to Unit 6. I love talking to my parents and grandparents. They have so many fascinating stories about the past. My grandparents didn't have TVs or mobile phones when they were children, so they played outside with their friends a lot. What was life like when your parents or grandparents were children? In this unit, we'll look at the past simple form of regular and irregular verbs. You'll find out about the history of the famous Madame Tussauds Museum in London and how the wax models started. Can you tell if these are real people or waxwork models? In reading and listening, you can read about a young fisherman and a very successful businessman. When a businessman met a fisherman is a story about the important things in life. This unit has a video about famous events that happened around the world in the past. In vocabulary and listening, we'll look at words to describe feelings. We'll also look at adjectives ending in ed and ing. Is she annoyed or annoying? Is the journey tired or tiring? What's the date today? In everyday English, you will learn and practice ordinal numbers and ways of saying the date in English. Do you need more skills practice? Go online to improve your reading, listening, speaking, or writing. Are you ready? Let's get started.
Okay. We're going to go to the next part, next page, please. So talking about Wax Museum, well, we're actually going to start reading about Madame Tussauds, who was the founder of the Wax Museum. So Madame Tussauds, talking about wax, it is from the candle. When it melts, that's the material that uses the candle. That's wax. Okay, so that's the museum. Well, that's the material they use to create different models. No, so Madame Tussauds. So Waxworks Museum. So it is one of the most popular tourist attractions. Yeah, as you can see, it is always crowded, or there are queues of people, lines of people, yeah, waiting for see their favorite famous people, models in wax, right? So we're gonna listen. It's missing some information. It's not in past because it's giving the description of the museum, okay? It's not in past, it's in present. So look for the verbs.
6.1.
The verbs and complete them.
A. The museum today.
Madame Tussauds Waxworks Museum is one of London's most popular tourist attractions. You often see long queues of people waiting to visit their favourite lifelike stars, from Star Wars characters and the US President to Prince William and Kate. It is amazing that in our technologically advanced world, people still want to touch and stand next to models made of wax. It takes 4 months to make a model and costs about £150,000. There are Madame Tussauds museums all over the world, from Hollywood to Beijing. So where and when was the museum born, and who was Madame Tussauds?
6.1 A. The museum today.
Madame Tussauds Waxworks Museum is one of London's most popular tourist attractions. You often see long queues of people waiting to visit their favourite lifelike stars.
You often
Sí.
Sí.
From Star Wars characters and the US President to Prince William and Kate. It is amazing that in our technologically advanced world, people still want to touch and
Still want.
Still want.
stand next to models made of wax. People still want to touch and stand next to models made of
And standing.
Stand next to
pararse,
models.
stand up. Yeah. Mm.
wax. It takes 4 months to make a model.
It
It takes 4 months.
takes.
months.
No, we're talking about
And costs about £150,000. And costs about £150,000.
Cost.
with S. Don't forget the S because super important. It costs. It takes.
Muy barato.
Cost.
More cheap.
Sorry.
More cheap. It's a shame.
Cheaper, no more cheap. Yeah, cheaper.
Cheaper.
Okay. So, any questions about vocabulary words that you may not understand, guys?
Mm-mm.
Are you sure?
Sure, teacher.
Okay. So, cues are lines of people, lines, no? Queues of people. What else? Okay. So here, as you can see, we have different models like the royal family. ¿Cómo se llama este tipo? Prince
William.
William, no? And his wife. I don't remember.
Kate Middleton.
Okay. And we have
Donald Trump.
the best, one of the best presidents in the world nowadays. Yep. Donald Trump, the best. I like him. Okay, so who was Madame Tussauds? Yeah, we're gonna listen to the text. As you listen, you read. You read. And as you can see, there are some highlighted words. All of those verbs are in past simple. Yeah. Just give me 1 second.
6.2 B. Who was Madame Tussauds?
Marie Tussaud was born in 1761 in Strasbourg. Her father, a soldier, died before she was born. When Marie was still very young, her mother moved to Switzerland, where she worked as a housekeeper for a doctor called Philippe Curtius. Marie and her mother lived with the doctor. He could make brilliant wax models. Marie loved these and wanted to learn how to make them. In 1766, Curtius moved to Paris. A year later, Marie and her mother joined him. Marie showed real talent for wax modelling, and during the 1780s, she worked on them with Curtius. It was the time of the French Revolution, and a frightened Marie started making death masks for people who were guillotined, including King Louis XVI and Queen Marie Antoinette.
Okay. Any questions here about vocabulary? Well, as you can see the picture, she was one of the greatest artists. Nowadays, they are still doing, or thanks to her, it was the beginning of museums, no? This lady, Madame Tussauds, no? Madame Tussauds. And as you can see the picture, it shows the French Revolution. Yep, very graphic, no? Because in those times, people were guillotined, no? Lástima que no regreso a esos tiempos. All times, the best times. People were guillotines, no? For crimes, no? Most of the time was for crimes, but other times were for stupid things, no? But yeah, unfortunately, we don't do that anymore. Any questions about here, guys?
No, teacher.
Nope.
No? Okay. So remember here, the pronunciation of the verbs no es así como died, move it, work it, leave it, love. So forget about that. Yeah. I know it's kind of complicated. For us, for Mexican people to identify the phonetics and the proper pronunciation of these past regular verbs, no? Because these are not irregular, these are regular. Why are they irregular, guys? Why are these verbs irregular?
Because it only add ed in the finish line.
In the last part of the
In the
verb,
last part.
we only add ed. Yes, ed, exactly. So the correct pronunciation, died,
Died,
moved,
moved,
worked,
lived,
lived, loved,
loved,
wanted.
wanted.
Wanted. That's the only one that is pronounced properly, yeah? This one that you've got here. The others pronounce like this sound, or they are pronounced like a t sound. Yeah, for example, died, moved, like the. But if we have here worked, yeah, it's like we omit that and we change for the pronunciation. Yeah, we omit sometimes it's like that.
No.
So join,
Showed.
No? Here is like a
Worked.
and the one that is pronounced are the ones that end with t.
Started.
Started. Exactly. Start. So these are the three pronunciation. The, t, and it, or ed, no? So because they are properly pronounced, and as you can see, notice only the verbs that end or the last, before the last letter, it's T or D, they pronounce, are the only ones. Y cuando se tienen que pronunciar, no me los pronuncian. Luego me dicen en pasado, I want to be a doctor when I was 10 years old. ¿Cómo? Quiero ser un doctor cuando tenía años. No, I wanted. So that's why it's important, no? The class started at 10:07 because of the teacher. The class started, ¿vale? So all of these verbs are pronounced differently, but the only ones that pronounce properly are the ones that end with t. Yes, t or the, yeah, t or the last part or the last letter. The others with the, ligeramente con the and t, died, moved, worked, showed, etc. Vale. Little by little, I'm going to share the last 10 minutes. I'm going to share a video about the pronunciation. Okay. Okay, so we have here the text. The text here in letter B. Let's remember where and when was she born. We are talking about Madame Tussaud. When and where was she born, guys? Do you remember?
She was born in 1761 in Istanbul.
In Strasbourg, exactly. Yes. Okay, guys. What about the others volunteers? Who was Philip Curtius? Who was this guy? Marbella, Edward, Andres.
Philip Curtis is daughter.
Was.
Was his daughter.
Uh-huh. And what could he do? What could he do?
He could make a brilliant wax models.
Yeah, he could make brilliant wax models. Okay. Number 3, were Mary and her mother in Paris in 1766? Guys, yes, they were. No, they weren't.
They moved to Paris.
But were they there? The question is, were they in Paris?
Nowhere.
Yes, they
No,
were.
they weren't.
No, they weren't.
No, they weren't because they moved. No. Why was Mary frightened? Frightened is scare, another synonym of scare. Why was she?
Terrified.
Huh?
Synonym of scare, terrified.
Terrified. Scare, frightened, or terrified.
Mhm.
Yes, Lucero. ¿Qué más? Mariluna, hi.
Because she makes a mask of the guillotine person, decapitate person.
Not really. Any other person who would like to share that? Not really. That's not the...
Oh no, because she start making that mask for people who were guillotine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
are you sure?
And with that in the last line.
Because it was the time of French Revolution. No? And in those days, obviously, people were guillotined, but mostly because of the French Revolution, no? She was frightened. Okay, guys, so I'd like you to answer the question that you've got on the next page. Okay, so I'd like you to match the question. It is according to the text B. So I'll give you 3 minutes to answer this activity. 3 minutes, okay?
Finish, teacher.
Finish, teacher.
¿Eres de Cuernavaca, Marlene? ¿No? De México. Citra, ¿verdad? Ok. La otra vez vi que dijiste que estabas en Insurgentes. Dije,
Sí, tenemos la oficina aquí en Insurgentes en Medellín.
órale.
Bueno, esta es una oficina de México.
Ajá,
Sí, Siltra es de Cuernavaca.
ajá. Oh, pero, o sea, es allá.
Sí, de hecho mi tío es de allá. Bueno, o sea, casi toda mi familia es de acá, pero ellos se fueron a vivir hace mucho tiempo allá.
Qué padre.
Sí, de hecho se va a presentar en la Yo porque te gusta lo de la lectura y eso, ¿verdad?
Sí, de hecho estuve buscando de sus libros, pero no sé si lo confundí, si era un filósofo, pero
Lo puedes buscar en el Face como Bulgor Jakobsov.
oh, ahorita me lo pasas a
Sí.
Pass me the answers or what?
ver. No, teacher. We are talking about my of her uncle,
Ah, okay, okay,
the writer.
okay. No worries. Finish, guys?
Finish.
And what about the
Yes,
rest?
teacher.
Finish.
Finish. Okay, number
Yes, teacher,
one,
finish.
please, Saul.
When did Mary's father die? D.
E. E?
Before
No,
she
D.
was born.
D.
D, D, D. Correct, thank you. Number two, Mariluna.
Yes, teacher. Di Marie and her mother moved to London. No, didn't. They moved to East Switzerland.
Switzerland. Correct. G. Next, Carolina.
What did her mother do? She worked as a housekeeper.
Correct. F. Tracy. No, Tracy.
And the 5 is and the letter B.
Who did?
The number 5 is the letter B.
Ah, ok, number five. Creo que yo fue el que. Number five. Letter B. What did Mary want to learn? Letter B. Okay. Number four. Diana.
Who did they live with? Letter A, Dr. Philip Curtis.
Dr. Philip Curtis. Yes, correct. Number six, please, Marbella.
Did she like making math novels?
Así no te
Letter
escuchamos.
E.
Barely we listen to you.
Okay, 1 minute.
You need to fix
Increase
that
the
mic.
volume.
It's a question 6.
Six.
Did she like making math novels? Yes, she did. She loved making them.
Yes. And finally, Karina.
Yes, when did she start making the masks? During the French Revolution.
During the French Revolution. Correct. Perfect. Okay. So a little bit of reminder of past simple. Just I'm going to open one document, Word document.
Teacher, yesterday I was started with my job in the platform. Can you see
Okay.
that?
I started.
I started. Can you see that?
The online practice.
Yeah.
You refer? Okay. The thing is that I haven't created the class.
Oh.
That's why. Okay. So let's remember a little bit about past simple. Yeah. So when do we use past simple? Well, we use it to talk about past routines, obviously. What else do we use it? We use it to talk about something which happened at a specific point in the past. A specific time. What can we say also? Oh, that's it, basically. Past routine is something which happened at a specific time in the past. It's here. That's the main use of passing. What happens when we talk about positive sentences? Positive sentences. We have to change the verb in past simple. Sometimes it can be regular or irregular. Yeah, so depending on the verbs. For example, we can say, I wrote a love letter last Friday. Yes.
I start Siri in the series.
Okay. She started watching a new TV series. Okay, here we have the verbs. What is the past of write?
Wrote.
What is the past of start, guys?
Started.
Started. Pronunciation.
Started.
Yep. So depending on the verb, it's going to be different. Obviously. Yeah, depending on the verb, it's going to be different. Play, played. If I say swim, swam, etc. Por cierto, ¿cómo van con los verbos?
Well, teacher.
Negative, all learn. Negative sentences. So negative sentence, I have to use the auxiliary did plus a subject plus the verb in infinitive. That means no conjugation. I know that positive sentences, yes, I have to conjugate the verb, but in negative sentences, sorry, here, okay. Not did, it's didn't. Didn't, and I don't have to conjugate the verb. Lo dejo así tal cual, complement. Yeah, for example, we didn't
go to the
class on last Tuesday, no? We didn't have class.
Teacher left to the appointment.
Okay, doctor's appointment, exactly.
Oh, we didn't go to the party yesterday.
Okay. I didn't, okay, I didn't go to the party. I didn't go to any party because I'm a responsible person.
You didn't give a present of your girlfriend, for example.
Thank you for reminding me. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you very much. Because it's a consumism, it was a consumism day. Okay, so the purpose here is that every time I have to use negative, I have to use didn't. And the verb, it transforms into normal form. Yeah, have, go, write, etc. Yeah. And if you notice, we're using different verbs we are using different verbs. What happens if I am using the verb was and were? No? For example, Madame, ¿cómo se llamaba esta tipa? This
Madame Toussaint.
to
Toussaint.
así, ¿no? More or less.
Toussaint.
More or less. Well, I don't really remember her French surname. So
Es
Madame
francés, ¿no?
was one of the best wax artists during French Revolution. Revolution. So here, the past of the verb to be is going to be was, but I don't want it. She wasn't from England. Yeah, she wasn't from England. Here, I've got no verbs. Or the only verb is was. So what is the negative?
Wasn't.
Wasn't in that case. Right? In that case.
Is the verb to be. The past of verb to be was, wasn't. In the singular person, and the plural is were, correct?
Yep. Auxiliary. Yeah. Auxiliary. Auxiliary. And finally, for questions. We use begin of the question. Sometimes at the beginning, sometimes after WH question. So for example, if I have WH question before, I have
Where, who, why.
what, where, who, why, etc.
Teacher, entonces si le ponemos en el examen también she wasn't from England, ¿está bien?
Depending if it's referring to the verb to be, yes. But if you say like that, it's incorrect. This is incorrect. Incorrect. Here. If you put it like that, yeah. Because as I said, I need the verb. Yeah, here another verb. Yep. So when did, oh sorry, what WH question plus did plus a person plus the verb in infinitive form plus complement. And the question is the question mark. Super important because sometimes we don't see it. Where did you buy that beautiful dress? And the same as negative, no conjugation. Yeah, the same as negatives, no conjugation of the verbs. Did they have a good time? Yes, they did, of course. Only did for questions, not for negatives, not for positive sentences. The only use for the auxiliary is in questions. Porque luego me quieren aquí poner I did write a love letter last Friday. Yeah, and this is incorrect. This is incorrect. I did ride, o luego me ponen I did wrote, así. And this is incorrect, okay? It's not possible. Did is only for questions, okay? ¿Vale? So this is the past simple. I'm going to share that with you. I'm going to share this to you guys. Se los voy a compartir.
Yes, teacher, thank you.
Any questions about it?
No, teacher, it's clear.
Teacher, pero
Ah.
solamente es el verbo en modo infinitivo o también puede ser el verbo en modo regular.
¿En modo qué?
Regular.
What do you mean with regular?
Ah,
So for example, I cannot say,
reading,
I can't put the verb like this.
irregular.
Yeah, regular and irregular, it doesn't matter. The rule is the same. So here is incorrect.
Porque
Yeah,
está did. Ujú.
exactly. Did is to indicate that it's in past. So that it is the correct part.
Ujú.
Yeah.
Okay?
In the present.
Yeah. Kind of. More or less, because present can be conjugated as well. Let's say infinitive of base form. ¿Vale?
Base, yeah.
Su forma base. Ok, ya no nos dé tiempo de ver el video. Mañana lo vemos juntos, porque luego si se los mando, nada más lo dejan en visto. Entonces mejor lo vamos a ver aquí en clase. Yeah, the video about the ED pronunciation. Y les voy a pasar una lista de verbos de ED pronunciation, ¿vale?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, thank you very much, guys.
Thank you, teacher.
Don't
See you
forget,
later.
the people who haven't
Thank
you,
completed
teacher. See
the
you.
homework,
Bye.
do it. Bye. Have a nice day. See you later.